Wow, look at that. It's absolutely hammering it down, and look, you can even see people with umbrellas in the stands. So, welcome to Friday's opening race of the season, guys. We are in Portimao, and by the looks of it, a very, very, very wet Portimao at that. I'm looking forward to this tier this season. We have some good teams in here this season. For example, have you seen the Red Bulls, Julian Schoon and Jonathan Cox? Then you've got Cass and Alad as a strong partnership in the Mercedes. And then you have Reese and Chartman teaming up as well. That's another good team. Legless and Tim Sprad, experienced guys. They'll be teaming up and racing hard, I take it, this season. You've got Iceman and Ice One as well. The Ice guys, as I'm calling them this season, in the Ferraris. You got Shaq Boozy in here teaming up with Mo. That's another fantastic team to look out for. Hill Train and Gilbao as well. Another great team. We've got some new drivers. We've got Coy's Army and Jim Strav joining us in the Astons this year. And we've also got the team of the Sirs, the Sir Deadman and the Sir Swindle, teaming up in the Williams this year. And I reckon the Constructors title fight this year is going to be absolutely insane. I've been looking forward to this race a week, and so far this week we've had the Monday tier, the Tuesday tier, the Wednesday tier have all raced in two of them are raced in Portimao. The Tuesday race was absolutely nail-biting stuff, and the Wednesday race, wow, we had a safety car that said it was coming in. It was time for the safety car to come in, and the safety car decided to not listen to its own message, disobeyed his team, did a Lewis Hamilton, and decided not to pit, which caused a kerfuffle into turn one as people thought the safety car had come in, and then suddenly realised the safety car hadn't, and we nearly had a massive pile-up. That was a good race for the Williams team, which I was part of. We come home in first and third. Let's hope the Williams team, Sir Deadman, Sir Swindle, can replicate that today. Now, who's on a flying lap? So, Sir Swindle is the first guy out on a flying lap here. Full wets, it's looking like, yeah. Full wets on that. Williams just losing the back end a little bit there, but he's kept it together. So, Sir Swindle will follow him round. So he comes through what would be the DRS zone, but it is turned off at the moment. Comes hard on his brakes, trying to hit the apex. We're right on board with him, so you just get a feel for what the conditions are like here. And so Deadman's retired, Sir Deadman has retired. We've got 2 cars off in the first and second corner there. I don't know if there's been a coming together. But Sir Swindler's teammate, Sir Deadman, is out. And in turn 1, and there's been another spin in sector 1. The Red Bull spun. I don't know if there's been an instance that Red Bull that's caused Sir Deadman to retire in the first corner. As we're just seeing Sir Swindler here struggling to make the apex here. The conditions aren't the best right now. He's just feathering his throttle now, and he comes out that last corner. Now he can get the power down. Let's see what he can do. He's got a few cars there. There's a lot of yellow flags coming out at the moment. So where's Swindler going to put himself? 1 minute 30.3 to beat for everyone. I'm sure Legolas was the second guy to come out, and he's 3 seconds slower than Sir Swindler at the moment. And we've got another car off at the moment, and that is Tommy Chuck. Tommy Chuck is out on the gravel here, out of turn 4. Is he retiring? What's he doing? Is he going to get going? I don't know what Tommy Chuck's doing. But as we were saying, watching this guy as he takes a very slow run back onto the track. His Ailad has now gone onto pole with a 129.7, and we're just seeing the McLaren of Team Spread there struggling to keep that orange beast under control. It is a quite tight track, this one. You may find you will run into trouble with traffic. And Julian Schoon in that Red Bull seems to have had a disaster of a first lap. Yeah, but 159, Team Spread's not too far ahead of him with a 157. And Jonathan Cox then goes on to pole, and looking like he's going to continue that good form he had at the end of last season when he joined the Friday League. He was battling Brizzy for the last 4 or 5 races, and he's looking to pick up where he left off as Cass goes into second with a 129.7. So it's a Mercedes 2-3 as it stands at the moment, and he just invalidates Ailad does that. Corey's Army has improved quite a lot, and as I've said that, he goes and destroys the bollards on the side of the track there with his Aston Martin. Where was that? Now that's down at that tricky turn 8. Just struggling to keep his back end in check there, but Corey's Army, he's getting quicker. I'm very impressed with how he's improved lately. He will be a driver to watch for the future. Shaq Boozy then, down in 8th. He's in the Alfa Romeo this season, teaming up with Mo. Very good, strong partnership as the Ferrari there, just having to get out the way. Shaq Boozy then, and that's Iceman, who's invalidated his lap time at the moment, as Julian Schoon in the other Red Bull goes up to 7th. See what Nightwalker could do. Nightwalker's another new guy this season. I'm just going through that first sector now. There's a Alfa Romeo going very slowly there. It's got 2 guys are flying up. They haven't set a time yet. It's Nightwalker and Iceman. Let's see what they can do. As people are now starting to improve their times just a little bit. Got up to Cassidy then beats Jonathan Cox, and he beats in his time. It's put that to how close, and look at that, Cassidy has taken provisional pole at the moment by 0.083 of a second. That's how tight it is at the top. We're just following Nightwalker right now, and he runs way off the track there, struggling to get that car stopped through turn 12. Let's see if he can get his lap back on track. He's got a few cars behind him. He's got a Red Bull and a Mercedes there queuing up behind him. You want to try and find yourself your own piece of tarmac here. See what he can do. His time is going to not be the quickest. He had that little detour off the track, and he comes across the line. It's only good enough for 10th at the moment. Hill Train's got himself up to 4th, which is good to see. Legolas is up to 5th. So Swindler's down into 6th. His teammate is out. Just check the chat to see if anyone has said anything here. Good evening, John. Good evening, Jonathan. Good evening, Charlie. It's good to see you all today. So you've all tuned in, and thank you, John and Chartman, Jonathan and Chartman, for letting me know it's going to be a dry race then. So will people be risking a dry setup in this wet qualifying? If you've gone for a wet setup, you may be struggling in the dry. So I reckon a few guys here would have risked going for their dry setups here. So just messing one of the guys in there. So we've got a few guys haven't set up yet. Reese's one of them, but Reese's coming around the final corner now, and we'll see what Reese can do. He's in the Alpine this year with Chartman. Both of them strong drivers, and Reese, there he goes, showing his power up to 4th place. He goes with a good opening lap by him, and Jonathan Cox then has gone straight back onto pole. 0.7.5 faster than Cassidy. So Swindo puts himself up into 3rd. Mo set his first lap time. He's gone up to 5th here. It's quite tight, to be fair. If you don't count Jonathan Cox, 2nd all the way down to 2nd down to 9th. He's only split by a 2nd here, and the top 4, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th are literally split by 0.2 of a second right now. There's people now putting times in. Let's see what Gilbert could do. Gilbert's just starting his lap now. Jim Strav hasn't gone out yet. Tommy Chucky's on the lap. Let's see if he can get some power down to set a good time here. We've got 7 minutes left, so people will be using these first few laps now just to get acquainted to the conditions and trying to find the best setup or line that they can. As you can see from my camera view, that from your cameras, because you're quite close to the track, you may not see it as clearly, but there is a drier line forming. There is a line on the track where there's pretty much hardly any puddles, and if you can stick to that little bit of dry track, it's not dry, but it's got no puddles on it. If you can stick to that, you'll probably find more grip there and may be able to get a faster time in. That last corner is looking a bit deadly there. It's looking like a lake right there. Tommy Chucky then goes and places himself into 5th place, which is good lap time for him. Which just means there's Gilbert and Jim Strave that haven't set a lap time yet, and as I say that, one of them does. Now where did he just put himself? Gilbert set himself down into 16th, 3 seconds off the pace. Will he go again? I reckon he will. But Jonathan Cox then is currently on pole. Nightwalker's been given a 5-place grid penalty for collusion there, and he's currently off the track. So Nightwalker has collided with Reese in the Alpine there, and Nightwalker has picked up a 5-place grid penalty here. I didn't catch the incident. Reese hasn't been affected with a grid penalty, which he'll be quite happy about. He's currently in 4th. Nightwalker then, who's currently in 12th, will be starting in 17th at the moment. It looked like he had lost it out of turn 10, and it must have collected Reese there. He looks like he's got damage. He's got his wheel on full lock then, it's just not turning. He's going to have lost his front wing Yes, he has. Jonathan Cox has gone even quicker and has pulled out the gap to second, up to our second. As you see, Cassie there's giving up on his lap now, but he's got McLaren there, and Cass is looking like he's going to go for it now. So, he's looking at the tyres using Cass. He's currently on the intermediate tyre. He's going to risk putting a lap in on the intermediate. No, straight back into the pit comes Cass. It is not ready, and Legless has retired at turn 1. So we'll kind of see his wreckage. There he is. Yeah, he's planted in the barrier at turn 1/2. That McLaren won't be going any further. He's currently 10th at the moment. So with the wet conditions at the moment, it will give everyone a free choice of strategy going into the dry race. As Reese then goes into second and narrows the gap to Jonathan down to only just over half a second there. So Reese puts himself into second. Casty's switched back to the wet tyres by the looks of it. As A-Lad is coming out on the inters, he's going to try and give it a run. I don't know if he'll be able to get around, and if he does change his mind, be able to get another lap in. People will now be getting ready to go out and set their final lap times of this session. Chartman's been quite quiet. I haven't really caught him on a lap just yet, and he's been held up by another car there, and that's a Mercedes that has held him up, I think. So that's not going to impress Chartman. In the Alpine, he's currently down in 7th. He's only just slightly behind his personal best time there, literally 0.06 off his own time. Don't know if the Mercedes held him up there. We will find out as John now comes into that tricky turn 8. There you go. Master of the throttle is John, half throttling it up there. This is where Nightwalker had lost it. But here we go. Chapman's now going to come down towards turn 12. He looks like he's set a purple middle sector there from John, which is very good to see. Now he's got to get his braking all correct here for this last corner. Don't want to touch the curbs. He's running out a bit wide there, but he's going to have the extra speed because of that. Here comes John then to the line. Let's see what John can do right now. And John crosses the line, but doesn't improve. John stays in 7th for the time being here. So everyone's going to be going out now for their final ones. Jim Stravers put himself up into 11th. Jonathan and Reese then look like they're going to go out on the intermediate tyres. So Jonathan's out on the inters. Tommy Chucky's out on the inters. Hill Train and A-Lad are out on the inters, and so is Jill Bauer here. So they're taking the risk that it's time for a slightly less wet setup here. The rain isn't falling as heavy as it was. It has lightened up, but there is still lots of puddles out on that track, and if you're on them inter tyres and you hit that a patch of puddles, you'll see yourself struggling and maybe going sideways. As we will look for a guy that's currently on the intermediate tyres that's set in a lap. And I think A-Lad is the furthest one around the track. So A-Lad should be able to get 2 attempts at this now. And A-Lad is 6/10 up on his time. So has this gamble to go on the inters worked out in his favour? He has got a Haas in front of him. He will be wanting him to get the way, but he's on a fast lap also, so he doesn't have to. So let's see what A-Lad can do at this last corner. He gets his power down. Mo's retired from session. And A-Lad puts himself up into 3rd, ahead of his teammate. Now let's see if these inters then are improving everyone's lap times. Was it the time for the inter tyres then? So Tommy Chucky comes round the last corner. Will Tommy Chucky be able to improve on the inter tyre as Reese finishes his qualifying but doesn't improve? Tommy Chucky comes, crosses his line. Tommy Chucky straight up to second on them inters. Fantastic lap there from Tommy Chucky. So A-Lad is not going for another flying lap. Hill Train is going for a flying lap, and Hill Train's coming around that last corner now. Let's see if Hill Train can improve as he comes across the line. And Hill Train takes pole. Hill Train takes pole, and Jonathan could not improve. So Hill Train is currently on for a pole position here. Is there anyone else that can improve? So Nightwalker's not going to, he's invalidating his lap. Gilbert is improving, I think. I don't think it'll be enough to get him up there with his teammate in the AlphaTauri. Hill Train's took a fantastic pole position at the moment. If the last four guys can't improve. As coming around the last corner now comes Gilbert. Where's Gilbert going to improve? And qualifying is going to be done as soon as Gilbert crosses the line. Gilbert gets himself up to 11th. So it's an improvement. So Nightwalker will be starting dead last here. As Ice One couldn't get a lap time in. He has joined the session but couldn't get a lap time in. So Hill Train will start on pole. Jonathan Cox will be in second. Tommy Chucky in the Haas will be in third. Reese will be in fourth. And A-Lad in fifth. And that's showing you how wide the constructors is going to be this season, as we've got 5 different manufacturers in the top 5. So you've got Cass in 6th, just behind his teammate A-Lad. So Swindle will be starting 7th. Mo in 8th. Chartman in 9th. Iceman and Gilbert 10th and 11th. Jim Strav in 12th. Legless in 13th. Julian Shoon in 14th. Corey's Army comes home in 15th, with Nightwalker in 16th, but he does have a 5-place grid penalty, which will put him to the back. Then we have Shabuzi, Tinspad, and Ice One to round off the field for the race. I've got my popcorn ready, and I am looking forward to this one. Ice One's been allowed to set a lap time here for me. Yeah, I have to agree, Hill Train. Who are you, and what have you done with the real Hill Train? Could you please go on chain him from the cupboard that you've got him in? Because that was an absolute fantastic lap you put in there, mate. I'll give you that one. I think you're just motivated to bring home one of the trophies this year. And Jonathan gives his congratulations to you there. And Hill Train is still kind of in shock that you somehow pulled that one out from nowhere. And good evening, Jamie. I've just seen your message. Good evening to you. And that was a fantastic qualifying session we had there. And now we've got the actual race, which I'm only hoping can be even better. Be careful into turn 1, guys. A few guys have been spun in the Tuesday, Wednesday leagues, and that first corner. It gets quite tight when you're trying to go 4 abreast into that. Remember, it's better to back out and live to fight another day than having to come into the pit for a front wing and drop into the back. So everyone now just getting their strategies ready right now. What pit stops are we running today? So the quickest I think would be a combination of the soft and mediums, maybe a 2-stopper. Maybe soft, medium, soft. I'm pretty sure you can go soft and 2 sets of soft and a medium. You could even risk medium to hard or hard to medium if you want to try 1 stop, but it's not the quickest strategy, as the advantage of having the soft tyre on is quite big here. And here we go then. We've got 5 lights. And away we go. Now that was quite a long hold on them lights now. And Hill Train got a good start, but he's going to have Jonathan. Jonathan's got him on the inside. And they've come close to contact. Oh, Hill Train's lost out there to the Haas as well. Hill Train has dropped down to third. Cass has spun. Cass has been spun. He's lost control and he's spun across the track. He has hit some. There's a lot of front wings going everywhere here. So a few guys have lost their front wings. I don't know if any of the front guys picked up damage from Cass coming across the track there. But Jonathan has the lead right now, and he will push on. As Team Space made up 7 places on that first lap. Jim Strave and Casti having the best of opening lap. Shaq Boozy had a great start as well. He's gone up to 6 places. He's gone up. Predicted pit stop strategy, soft hard. And looking at it, we've got quite a few guys started on the soft hard. A few of them have gone on for the mediums here. Reese and Adad taking that risk. Hill Train then lost his lead to Jonathan on that first lap, but he has pulled a bit of a gap out to Reese. Alad's come up under a bit of pressure for 4th now. Sir Swindu is all over the back of Alad coming down to this first turn. He had a look but thought better of it there. So Alad maintains 4th place from Sir Swindu. Chartman's got himself up to 6th place. So Sir Swindu ran quite wide there and has lost out a bit, well, dropped a whole second behind Alad there. Charman's up to 6, Shabuzi's up to 7th place here, and we've got pieces of carbon fibre flying everywhere there. And Coy's Army's ran off the track. I don't know if he's picked up some damage. No, his front wing looks fine to me. As Mo getting past Jill Bailey there for 12th. A few guys did pit on that lap. So where is Cass? Got himself back up to 10th. Must have been able to keep his front wing in that first lap incident. Jonathan Cox is pulling away at the front. He's got a 1.4 second gap over Hill Train. Reese then got his second over Alad. DRS will be enabled on this lap. And Sir Swindu is keeping within that DRS train of Alad. Chartman's trying to get into this DRS zone as well. We're following Sir Swindu here as he's catching Alad in the Mercedes at quite right now. He's going to have DRS, but Alad's going to have DRS as well. So that'll cancel out Sir Swindu's DRS zone there, but it'll pull him a bit further away from Chartman. Cass is on the charge as well. And Corey's Army's got a 10-second penalty. That would have been for a big corner cut. More likely he's lost it into a corner. We're looking at it now. So Shabuzi's made up 9 places in that Alfa Romeo in 7th place. He's looking quite strong today. But we're going to follow this battle that's going on for 3rd place here as they come to the DRS zone. Got Reese in 3rd. Just can't get Alad out of his DRS zone. Ooh, who's spun out there? Hill Train's had an incident. Hill Train's off the track. Hill Train's gone from 2nd and he's gone down to 10th. Make that 11th. Where's he going? Where is Hill Train going here? What is Hill Train doing? Oh, he's trying to make his way back to the pit there, but I reckon that would have cost him 20 seconds worth of penalties for them. That weird run into the pit there, that's going to absolutely destroy his race. And Hill Train has retired from the session. He's picked up 20 seconds worth of penalties and retired. Race has inherited 2nd place. Jonathan Cox is 5 seconds down the road from these guys. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1, that'll be Hill Train's car. Coming back on to the track. Sure is. So Reese now gets Alad out of the DRS range, but Sir Swindoo is all over the back of Alad here. Alad's having to be quite defensive here. Now we'll ride on board with Sir Swindoo here to see if he can get past Alad. He'll have the DRS. I don't think Alad's going to have DRS to defend here. So here we go. Alad does not have the DRS. So here comes Sir Swindoo. He's gone for the outside line. And Sir Swindoo then does the overtake in a quite nice way there, down the outside of Alad, and is already using that DRS, has got himself onto the back of Reese, and will have DRS again. And Alad's already nearly fell out of the DRS range to Sir Swindoo here. Alad want to be keeping him with that to try and catch Reese. Sir Swindoo is absolutely flying, but not as fast as Jonathan Cox. Jonathan Cox in that Red Bull is 5.5 seconds clear. He'll be just keeping his eye on the track. He might just lay up a little bit, doesn't want to take too many risks. Shaq Boozy's got past Chartman as well in 5th. So can Shaq Boozy catch these front guys here? He's absolutely flying as well. Started quite far down, and he's got past Chartman. And we all know how hard it is to get past Chartman sometimes. So we've got the two R3 boys, Chartman and Coy's Army, following each other around. Coy's is just 3 seconds back from Chartman though. And here we go. Sir Swindoo and Reese are battling to turn 1. And Sir Swindoo goes up to 2nd place now. He is absolutely flying. These guys have already dropped 2 seconds to Alad. And can Reese have any say at fighting back with this extra DRS here? He's not going to be close enough. So Swindoo's up into 2nd. Can he now start and try and mount a great comeback on Jonathan Cox in the lead? Shaq Boozy is already gaining on Alad in 4th place right now. He's already pulled away for Chartman. So Shaq Boozy and Sir Swindoo are absolutely flying right now. Casso is slowly catching the back of Coy's Army here, as Tommy Chucky has retired in sector 3 just before the pit lane. He must have lost it coming out that last corner here. So Casso is gaining on Coy's Army, not as quickly as he'd like. We've got the other Red Bull of Julian Schoon that is using Cassidy as a bit of a tow. So it's all go here at the moment. A few midfield's quite spread out at the moment. Shaq Boozy's right on the back of Alad already. He's all really flying right now. So Swindoo's up into 2nd, but he's not making any inroads on Jonathan at the moment. Jonathan is getting his gap up. Shaq Boozy having a look at Alad down the inside of that 2nd DRS zone. Just couldn't get it made. Reese is keeping with Sir Swindoo then for that 2nd place. Shaq Boozy's all over the back of Alad here in that Alfa Romeo. He's gained 11 places so far this race. Let's see if he can catch him. He's obviously, I think he's underfueled the car because his fuel logo's up here. So let's see what Shaq Boozy can do. Shaq Boozy's going to be well within the DRS range of Alad, and Alad looks like he's about to get picked off again on that home straight. We'll ride on board then with Shaq Boozy as he goes for the move on Alad. Is he going to go for it? He's going around the outside, well down the inside, and he'll easily have that move made before we get to the 1st corner. Shaq Boozy up to 4th. And now he's going to be going after these guys ahead of him. Reese is not letting Sir Swindoo get away from him here. Reese is just sticking with him as it stands. And Julian Schoon has got past Cass here. So Julian then use the DRS to get past Cassidy. Cassidy is in 8th place. We've got a bit of a gap forming behind, so Deadman gets past Coy's Army here. Let's just check if it's Coy's Army. Yeah, Coy's Army's just pitted. Yeah. So Coy's Army's down to 12th, so Deadman's in 11th here. He's made up 7 places since the start. He had a bad qualifying after DNFing in it. So Deadman though will be trying to get himself further up that field. He's currently down 11th because he has already pitted, I think. Yeah, he's pitted. It's about 22-23 seconds gap for the pit stops here. So when the guys in front of him pit, he'll be right back into this race. Shaq Boozy's already just set the fastest lap of the race, and he's already on the back of a race here. Shaq Boozy's absolutely flying right now. And he'll get the DRS here and he'll go after Reese. But Reese is running a different strategy though to Shaq Boozy. Reese has gone for the mediums to start the race. All the guys that are racing him and catching him all on the softs, but he's the first medium runner on the track. And Shaq Boozy is all over the back of him. He's looking very racy today, Shaq Boozy. This is coming right now, but keep with this battle. It is the closest battle on the track at the moment. So Swindler's just got Reese out that DRS zone, so Reese ain't going to have much of a defence to Shaq Boozy, I don't think. So as we've gone around that last corner, here he goes. He's right on board with him again. He's a bit further behind Reese than what he was to A-Lad about a lap ago. Reese is going a bit more defensive though. And once again, he'll have that move done before that first corner. That DRS zone is quite powered up. If you can get within 6-7 tenths of the car in front, you could make the move into that first corner. Chartman's just falling a bit behind A-Lad here. And he's getting Julian and Cass behind him, but they're not really making any inroads in catching Chartman right now. Legless is in 9th, Nightwalker's in 10th. So Deadman's on a charge. He's up into 11th. He has pitted though. So that's irrespective of his position at the moment. A bit further down, got Tin Sprad that's under a bit of pressure from Iceman for the 13th place battle going on right now. Iceman's in 14th, Mo's in 15th. Mo's not having the best of races right now. Iceman's into the pit. That'll drop him down. So Jonathan's leading. He got the gap up to about 6.5 seconds, and it's pretty much stabilised at about 6.5 seconds here. He'll be wanting to go as long as he possibly can on this soft tyre, just to stretch his pit strategies out. If you can get to about that 15, you could get to the end on a medium. So Swindle is now the guy that's coming under pressure from Shaq Boozy. Shaq Boozy has literally just been picking cars off. Literally every lap or two he's overtaking someone. He was down in 8th and he's now in 3rd and all over the back of 2nd right now. If they come over the hill at turn 8. And Shaq Boozy is absolutely flying. He's got to get past Sir Swindler though. But I don't think it's going to take him. I don't think it's going to take him long to do that. So here we go then. He will have the DRS on the guy in front of him. Let's see what he can do as they come down. He's lost a bit of time to Sir Swindler in that last corner. But he's absolutely fine. DRS wide open now. Can Shaq Boozy get close enough to Sir Swindler to make a move on him before turn 1? And he's just not close enough to him. And Surswinder manages to defend from Shaq Boozy there. Just making that Williams as wide as possible. As he come out of turn 4, he's going to have DRS again. Shaq Boozy, he's really close to the back of him. Shaq Boozy's going to have the inside line into turn 5. And we now have a new man in second place. And that is Shaq Boozy. And he is going to have to go now. He will go for it. He'll try and close Jonathan Cox down here. Shaq Boozy's made up 14 places at the moment. So Swindu there. He's been demoted down to 3rd, but he's having a good race so far, Swindu. Made up 4 places. Race is currently in 4th, where he started. He's keeping with these guys in front of him, and they're all on the soft tyres at the moment. So Reese is running a different strategy to these guys, and we'll see if Reese's strategy comes to fruition towards the end of the race here. As these guys on the soft don't seem like they want to pit right now. Aynad's currently in 5th, Chapman's in 6th. Chapman's currently in no man's land at the moment in 6th place. He's 6 seconds behind Aynad. And he's 6 seconds ahead of Cass here. But Cass has dived into the pit zone, so Cass is in the pits. What tyres is Cass going for? Cass is going for the mediums. Tyres are... Oh, he's having to have a new front wing put on there, is Cass. Now he gets going, that's going to bring him out behind the likes of Sir Deadman, Corey's Army, Nightwalker have gone past. He should get out ahead of this battle here between Tinsbrad and Iceman. Oh, Willie. Tinsbrad and Iceman have got past Cass as well. Cass has been demoted down to 13th here. But he was running with a damaged ring for the first 13 laps here. So it wouldn't surprise me if he gets some pace back now as Mo goes up to 14th. As Julian is in the pit here. So Jonathan Cox leads. He's 6.5 seconds clear of Shaq Boozy. And it's currently going around. And Sir Swindu then pits from 3rd place. So into the pit comes Sir Swindu for the Williams team. It's a long drive down. Oh, we got instant there. Let's go. So Cass and Iceman have both lost it seems, at turn 8. And Gilbo is out the race as well. Sir Swindu makes his pit and comes out into 6th place now. So he managed to pit and come out in a nice little window here where he's got no traffic around him whatsoever. If Jonathan pits now, then Jonathan should come out into 5th place. He'll come out behind Chartman by about 2 seconds, I reckon. So will Shaq Boozy then be drawn into the pit here? Will he be worried that Sir Swindu is going to go for the undercut on him? This is when we'll see if people are going to pull the trigger. And Jonathan Cox is coming in there. Into the pit comes Jonathan. He should come back out in 5th place. Got a nice bit of clean air. And Shaq Boozy's into the pit as well. So Reese will inherit the lead, but Reese is started on the mediums. He's going for a different strategy completely to these guys. So here comes Jonathan then. He'll be coming out the pit. And Chartman's pitting as well. So Jonathan will come out the pit here and have quite a sizable part of the track to himself to get their mediums bedded in. And Shaq Boozy, the undercut didn't work there. Sir Swindu has come out in 5th as Shaq Boozy comes out in 4th. The undercut from Sir Swindu didn't have much of an effect there as Shaq Boozy then gets back out ahead of him. And it's also shaved about 2 or 3 tenths out of the lead of Jonathan Cox. Where did Chartman come back out? Chartman then has come back out in 9th place here. But he's also got a bit of free track here just to like I said, bed them medium tyres in. So people have done about 14-15 laps on that soft tyre. Can they do the 19 laps on the medium? They should be able to. They should be able to make this a one-stop race and get it to the end. And I'm just looking through for the closest battle here, and that is currently for 13th between Jim Strave and Nightwalker right now. It's just not close enough, as Ice One gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane, and Ice One's out. Ice One is out of the race. So we're down to 16 guys here. And 3 out of the 4 guys that have retired in the pit lane. Not been their opening race for them. They have struggled today. So Reese, did Reese pit then? Yeah, Reese has pitted and Reese has gone for the hard tyre. So Reese will definitely be able to get to the end. I'm pretty sure these mediums will get to the end as well. So Reese, I think, may have gone for the wrong strategy today. If the guys in front of him can get their medium tyres to the end, Reese would have ran the wrong strategy. But he's still going to pick up some good points though. Reese has ran a very good race. He has been on the slow tyre and was maintaining a nice 4th place here. Aidad is still yet to pit though off his hard tyre, medium tyre, and he's coming into the pit now. So there's quite a few guys here that are going to have to pit quite soon. They've been on their tyres since the start, / lap 1 or 2 when they had to pit for damaged wings. And Jonathan retakes his lead here as Aidad goes into the pit. So where Aidad was ahead of Chartman before the pits, and he will stay ahead of Chartman as legless pit says. Chartman should make it back up to 8th here. And Shaq Booty isn't really making any inroads on Jonathan here. The gap's gone up to 7 seconds here. And Jonathan is looking like he's going to have a good opening race day for himself here. Shaq Booty's in second though. He'll be hoping that Jonathan makes a mistake at some point and he can gain on him. So Swindoo's in 3rd in the Williams. Yeah, can he make any inroads on Shaq Boozy? Reese is in 4th, he's on the hard tyre. Alad's in 5th. Alad's gone for a set of the softs here. He's gonna try. Is he gonna try and get them soft tyres to the end? Kind of confused what Alad's strategy right now. It'll be quite difficult, I reckon, to get them tyres to the end, but we'll see how he goes. You have 16 laps to do on them after this lap. And he's got Sir Deadman right on his tail though. And the other Williams, Sir Deadman will have to pit again, you'd think. Not gaining too much with that DRS open there. And we've got a yellow flag. And we have a McLaren that has spun round, and it's Team Spade in 15th. That notorious turn 8 has caught Team Spade out. Has dropped him to 15th place here. And now he's going to have Mo all over the back of him. So Jonathan now is extending. So I just had to respond to a message from my other half there. So Jonathan then pulling away. So Swindoo though has reeled in Shaq Boozy here. Shaq Boozy's not showing the pace he had on the softs. We've moved to the medium tyre and he's not having the sort of pace he was having on them softs. it seems like Sir Swindou's the faster one on these tyres. And Sir Swindou then, he has got time penalties. Have a look at the penalties. He's got 3-second penalty at the moment. Got a yellow flag in sector 1. And that's caught his arm in. He's overheating his tyres. Nice little donut there to face the right way, but that's not going to do him any favours, as Chapman and Cass will go back flying power here. So can Sir Swindou here get past Shekbuzi? He's trying to just creep into that DRS zone right now. As Reese picks up a 3-second penalty as well. Alad is setting good times here as most. That's the fastest lap of the race. A 1:19.055 for Mo. Alad then is slowly reading these guys in front of him. So just not within that DRS range that time round. But as I'm saying, Alad's slowly reading them guys in front of him. So Deadman is dropping off the back of Alad. He'll be looking to come into the pit soon, but he'll be able to go on to then soft tyres. Will Sir Deadman hopefully make up some good positions towards the end. If I was Sir Deadman, I'd be thinking pit sooner rather than later, because the guys behind him are flying. And Chartman is starting to come under pressure from Cass here. This will be a good battle when these two clash. Chartman versus Cass. I don't think Chartman's going to give Cass any quarters here. I could just see it now. John currently transforming himself into Mr. Alonso. I could just see him transforming now. His hair's growing as we speak. As Cass then slowly reining him in. We'll follow this, but it is the closest battle on the track as we speak. We'll stick with it and see what's going on, how this one will pan out. So, shall we ride on board? I think we should. So we ride on board with Cass then. And he gets the power down. He's not going to be close enough, I don't think, to get moved on here. He's 7/10 behind Chapman. Chapman is very quick for that last sector. As Cass opens that rear wing. So Deadman's into the pit. And we've got a virtual safety car. So who's had an incident here? We've got a virtual safety car. Don't know what's occurred. Oh, legless, it's legless. Legless is out of the race. Not McLaren parks up. And legless has given up here. So the virtual safety car's out. People will take this moment to pit now. Whilst the virtual safety car is out, it will save them time. And the virtual safety car's over, and Jonathan there is having a great margin of a leader. Shekbuzi has found a bit more pace now. Took a little bit of time out of Jonathan Cox there and pulled a bit of a gap to Sir Swindou. Alad is in fourth and Reese is pitting. So into the pit comes Reese. He's gone to the soft. He obviously didn't like that hard tyre, but he's going to come out at the wrong time here, because he's going to have his teammate and Cass get past, and Cass and Chartman having a right battle, and Cass got down the inside of Chartman there. So Cass is up to 5th, so 4th and 5th are the Mercs, 6th and 7th are the Alpines. Let's see if John can fight back against Cass here. There's Reese and Sir Deadman are also having a little battle here. Reese coming for his second stop. He didn't need to unless he picked some damage up somewhere. But that pit has put him right from a comfortable 4th, 5th place into the heart of the battle with Sir Deadman behind him. He's got his teammate Chartman ahead of him. He's already fallen out of the DRS zone of Cass here. Just about getting back into it there, but will he be able to stick it in? The Chartman will have DRS on Cass, but it will be a bit too far back to make it work, I think. And it'll rein him in as Cass then starts running. Look at these guys, look, it's like a Mexican wave coming down that home straight there. There's everyone fighting to get that toe off the car in front. And Chartman then, isn't it? Oh, Jonathan has dropped a bit of time to Shackboozy over the last few laps. It's gaps down to about 6 seconds here. It was 8 at one point. So if John's just conserving his tyres here, or Shackboozy's putting his foot down here, Shackboozy is currently flying at the moment. He has gained on Jonathan and has left Sir Swindoo for dust here. Ayla's currently in 4th. He's on the soft tyre, but he's not really making any inroads on the guys in front of him. Cass is in 5th, 21 seconds back from his teammate Aylad. And Chartman then lets his teammate pass there. A bit of team tactical that's going on there, I think. Chartman knowing his teammates on the faster tyre. But has that now put John into trouble with Sir Deadman behind him? We'll see. So they come on the corner. Sir Deadman's going to be on the soft tyre. He's going to get past John here, you'd think. DRS wide open. And they're all fighting over that position. Reese there nearly got clipped from behind from Sir Deadman. So that tactical swap from the Alpine didn't really work. And Aylad's pitted. Aylad pitted from 4th and he's now down in 8th, and he's come out right behind Chartman here. Aylad looked like he was going to go for the move on Chartman there, and had to back out of it right at the death there. Chartman's in 7th, Aylad's in 8th, so Cassen has been promoted up to 4th. So Swindoo pitted as well. This is it heating up here. So the 3rd, 4th and 5th over the last few laps have all pitted. Shackboozy and Jonathan haven't. So Swindoo pitted and literally has come out just in front of Cass here, but he's on the soft tyre, so he should be able to get away. Cass is in 4th. He's going to have Reese right on his tail. Reese on the soft tyre. And Reese will be hoping to get that 4th place off Cass right now. And maybe even try and catch Sir Swindoo up the head of him. And Sir Deadman, who started quite far back down the grid, has literally just been creeping up the field the whole race, and he's got himself into 6th here. So this battle for that 3rd place now is really heating up. We've got quite a few cars all battling for it. John's just dropping out of this battle right now. Aylad lost a bit of time there on that last lap following John, and you'd think he'll be wanting to join this battle for that 3rd place. It's going to be an entertaining last 8 laps here. So Sir Swindoo leads this group away. He's just putting a gap to Cass behind him by about 1.5 seconds at the moment. Cass then is going to come under serious amount of pressure from Reese and Sir Deadman, you'd think. The longer Cass can hold them up though, it will be better for his teammate Aylad, who's down in 7th. Let's go on board with Reese. Reese gets the DRS open. Cass then. Cass going quite defensive. But Reese goes down the inside and will get that move done into turn 1. And so Deadman will be on the back, but Cass is not going to let Reese get. Oh, Cass run a bit deep there. He's lost a bit of time to race, and now he's under pressure from Sir Deadman. Sir Deadman down the inside. And Cass has to yield, and Cass now drops down to 6th place right now. So it's a Merc in the 6th and 7th. Then you've got the Williams in 3rd and 5th. As the race now is already gaining on the other Williams, Sir Swindle ahead of him. Oh, this is going to be an entertaining battle for that last podium position here. Sheprizzi seems to have lost a bit of time to Jonathan again. The gap's been roughly around 6-7 seconds for pretty much most of the race. Jonathan's been quite lonely up the front, as all these guys who are battling for 3rd place all setting fastest laps on that lap. This, I think we just check the penalty situation. They've all got 3 seconds worth of penalties as well. And the thing is, if Ayla can get in with this group here and catch up to this group, he hasn't got any penalties at the moment. And that means Cass. That means Ayla could even steal this final 3rd place position here. So, this is heating up. This is. Who's got the fastest lap at the moment? The fastest lap is for Sir Deadman, a 1:18.612. Sir Swindle is currently maintaining that gap for that 3rd place. It's currently at 1.5 seconds. The race is trying to reel him in, but he's got to be careful he doesn't make a mistake, because right behind him is Sir Deadman, who is also pushing quite hard. Cass in 6th, Aylad's in 7th, trying to catch up to this group. Chartman's in 8th, Jim Strav is in 9th, Iceman's in 10th, Mo's in 11th, Quai's Army's in 12th, Tim Sprad's in 13th, Nightwalker's 14th, Julian's in 15th, Legless Icewan, Jill Barrow, Tommy Chucky and Hill Train have all retired from the race. So then, race just can't seem to go with Sir Swindle here. He's currently in 4th his race. He's having to defend a bit harder now from Sir Deadman in 5th place. Sir Deadman is reading racing on this lap. The gap's gone from a second down to about half a second here. You have DRS on him as well. As Jonathan start is already on lap 29. Currently just taking his time. We've got a yellow flag in sector 1. Don't know what that was for, but it's cleared itself up quite quickly there. So Sir Deadman going to be close enough to race to make a move. Race is thinking about going defensive there, but it doesn't need to. Sir Deadman was not close enough to him there. Race has got into the DRS zone of Sir Swindle right now. Oh, this is heating up for this 3rd place fight. This is going to be a very entertaining last few laps for these guys. We'll keep the penalty situation up here. So Aynad would finish 6th at the moment. He's got to try and latch on to these guys. He's going to be hoping that these guys battling will slow them down a little bit. Sir Swindle, we follow Sir Deadman now. We ride on board with him. He's currently in 5th place. Race is sandwiched between the 2 Williams here. One mistake here between any of these 5 guys that are all in the contention for this 3rd place would spell disaster for them. They've all pretty much evened out the gaps between each other. It's bang on identical. They've all going to have DRS. The only guy that's not is Sir Swindle. So Swindle there into that first corner. It is the closest battle on the track at the moment. Is this battle? Chartman's in 8th, looking like he's going to secure 8th place and some points for Alpine. Jim Strav also looking like he'll pick up some points for the Aston team. Iceman is in 10th, but he's got Iceman's trying to take Jim Stravia. They have been quite close to each other the whole race, and Iceman looking like he was going to go around the outside there. Jim not letting up. So the battle for 9th place is also heating up here on these last few laps between the Aston and the Ferrari here, but Jim Strav does not have any time penalties. So Iceman, that was quite a lunge there from Iceman, and it didn't pay off at all for him. He needs to get past Jim Strav here and then pull 3 seconds. Jump back to these guys as they come down now. And Reese is closer, but not close enough there. Literally on the back end of 3rd place, Sir Swindle. 1 time penalty for any of these guys would spell disaster for them as well. Let's look at the battle that's going on here. There's Cass, I think, lets A-Lad pass then. A-Lad at the moment would steal 5th place from Sir Deadman. He's within the 3 seconds of Sir Deadman. These guys are going to battling each other out there, but they've all got 3 seconds worth of penalties. A-Lad doesn't have any penalties at the moment, and he's gaining on these guys. So A-Lad here could be within a shout of stealing 3rd place right now. If A-Lad could just have a fantastic last 2 laps of this race. Because now, as it stands, A-Lad would steal 4th place at the moment. As Reese goes for the overtake, and Reese has got himself up into 3rd place. He's got past the Williams. Reese up to 3rd. So Swinders dropped down to 4th. So Deadman's behind his teammate here. So Reese has got himself out of that Williams sandwich here. Now he's got to go. These guys have got to get the foot down, because at the moment A-Lad would have 4th place here. 4th place would be for A-Lad. Reese is right on the cusp of that 3 second mark as well. Reese has got to go. Reese is reacting to A-Lad here, having no penalties. And Reese is absolutely putting the pedal down here. But the 2 Williams guys are struggling for pace here. And A-Lad has started to pull out some fantastic laps here in the dying stages. He's saved his tyres by the looks of it. And as it stands, A-Lad could be stealing 4th place here from the Williams guys. And the Williams team are battling here. They don't need to be battling. So we're on to the last lap. And we're going to now find out. Jonathan as well. What's happened to Shaq Beasley? Oh no, we got. Oh, this is even better. There's cars that are running out of petrol here. Shaq Boozy is out of fuel. Where's Reese? Reese is gaining on Shaq Boozy right now. People underfueled the cars. There has not been any safety cars. Shaq Boozy is out of fuel. Reese is gaining on Shaq Boozy here. Oh my god. The tension, the drama. Where is Shaq Boozy? There's Shaq Boozy. Shakboozy's out of fuel. Reese is on the back of Shakboozy. And Reese is going to steal second. Shakboozy is out of fuel. There's a few guys who are out of fuel. Sir Swindoo is also out of fuel. Oh my God. And we crossed the line. And what a final lap that was. Congratulations to Jonathan Cox for taking the win. But Shakboozy and Sir Swindoo ran out of fuel, I think, on that last lap. And Reese has managed to steal second place from Shakboozy. Shakboozy was about 20 seconds ahead. And Reese has come and stolen that. A-Lad has stolen a podium as well. He's got himself into third. So Deadman's finishing in fourth. Shakboozy, absolutely gutted, mate. We'll finish in fifth. What a race. What an end to a race that was. That was absolutely amazing. Congratulations to the top three. Congratulations to Jonathan Cox, start to finish. He's won the race. He led it from start to finish and has had a fantastic opening day here. All high drama at the end though. So Jonathan takes the win. Reese gets second. A-Lad gets third. Then you got Sir Deadman, Shakboozy, Sir Swindoo, Cass, Chartman, Jim Strav and Iceman taking up the final points positions. What an ending to a race that was. Fantastic. Sir Deadman picking up the fastest lap points as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week.